What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm out here tonight doing another little just overnight in the woods. I'm gonna do some kind of a little tarp camp. We might try to bushcraft up a little bit of some sheltery stuff. We're gonna see how it goes. I've got the tarp, so if I need to just camp under the tarp, that is perfectly acceptable. It's a perfect time for it as well. We're just getting into fall. Nice and cool, brisk autumn air. I'm just absolutely loving it. No matter what, I know we're gonna have ourselves a nice night. I'm gonna take in the beautiful nature that I'm surrounded with. I'm going to enjoy a night in the woods. I'm gonna cook myself up a nice dinner. We've got a couple of good beers to enjoy. But before I do any of that, I've got to take a little nip off of the old banana flask. That is Woodford Reserve. That's just a super smooth whiskey, bourbon, Woodford. All right, everybody, let's get into it. You can see I've already started unloading some of my stuff here. I'm gonna go ahead and take this foam mat just to get my pack up off the ground a little bit. Had a long hike in here, so I'm just going to take a couple minutes and resituate myself here. Now, I don't want to get too much further into the video before I let you know that this video is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. Once my camp is set up, I've made my fire, I've cooked my dinner, and I'm just sitting around in the dark, it can be nice to have some type of an activity to unwind to. I've been playing Raid Shadow Legends lately, and it is so much fun. I always loved playing fantasy games on my PlayStation. Now I can take the action with me. Raid Shadow Legends is a huge game with over 4 million users and constant monthly updates. New users can get access to the legendary character Sun Wukong. The Monkey King is a popular character from Chinese mythology. He is known for his superhuman abilities, intelligence, and trickery. He also comes with 4 unique abilities. New users can use the promo code Monkey King within 72 hours of registering to download him for free. Once again, a big thank you to Raid Shadow Legends for keeping me in business. Now, without further ado, let's get into it. Oh, yep, you can see I've already started unloading some of my gear here. Just cycling through some stuff, but hopefully that's, yeah, there's an airplane right there. Hopefully the traffic noise isn't too bad for you guys. I can hear it, but a lot of times it doesn't show up on the video. I am in a fairly remote area, but there's just a kind of a state route that's somewhat near here, and something about the acoustics of the forest just seemed to channel that traffic noise over to me. Of course, I put the tarp at the very bottom of the backpack. Okay. Preride Ridge line with some prusik knots on there already. Quick little Canadian jam knot or an arbor knot. Boom. That's what I do every time. Now this tie out point here has got some shock cord on it, which can dangle. Nothing wrong with a little dangle. Okay, so we're coming all the way back here, which means I gotta clear the leaves out to about this point here. I probably don't even need to be honest with you, because I'm just going to be up there. Yeah, so I don't think I need to. Boom. Pretty squared under there. I'm gonna go ahead and pull this back a bit more. And then I'll sleep more towards the front. But I'll keep my pack on this ground sheet more towards the back of it. This is comfy. I don't mind this at all. Bada bing. Not too shabby. Not too shabby, can't complain about that. Taking a little bit of a load off here. Yeah, this year I've been wanting to do more bushcrafty type of projects as we get into the fall. I've dabbled with it before. If you've been around the channel for a while, you've seen a few of these videos. I've made lean-tos, I've made, you know, blah, blah, blah. So I'm dipping my toe back into it. That's why I came to a place where I'm familiar with, and I know there was a lot of deadfall that I can use as resources. So we're gonna take this one little project at a time, and, you know, I'm not gonna put too much pressure on myself. I can always camp right underneath the tarp if I need to, just as is. I don't have to do anything else. I could just make a fire from here if I wanted to, but that's not the idea. The idea is to try out some of these skills and test myself and keep doing more and more until I can make one of those cool, you know what I'm talking about, those things that people make that have a door on it and everything. Maybe someday. For now, I'm gonna go ahead and make a little fire reflector. So that's my next step here. Okay, so we'll push this back here a little bit. I think I'm gonna want my fire right about here. Let's get this fire reflector back, pieces back here a little bit. I'm gonna say fire's gonna be right about here. Oh, that traffic noise is really driving me bonkers. Hopefully you guys aren't hearing it, it's not a problem, but I find it is harder and harder to get away from. I drive 3+ hours away from my house. 4 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours. Go out in a place where I don't even have cell phone reception, and I'm still hearing the highway. Oh, anyway, what is everybody else's experience with it? How are you guys finding it? Alright, so there's my fire pit. It's an actual pit. So I want my fire reflector to be about waist high, and I found some pieces that are on the ground, but they're still pretty green. So I think both of these two pieces should do what I need. Oh, and here's the third one. Pretty good. So, take our thickest sections. I'll go ahead and make it about chest high here. Yeah. You can see inside there that it's still very, very healthy. Okay. And that's like, it's almost as tall as me. If I can get them all like that, that'll actually be great. Yeah, because I can cut them down further if I need to. Okay, so there's one. This one as well. Let's get the, so this one's got a bit of a curve to it. So I want to get that sawed off because I want the thing as straight as possible. Oh yeah, you know you're getting old when you can't stand up and sit down without making noises, right? So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take these stakes and I'm just going to go ahead and put a point on them. Cool. We're going to go ahead and go two in the back, one in the front, I think. I'm going to take my thickest and shortest piece of the fire reflector and we'll just, this is going to be our base here. Okay, and then I forgot to hit the record button. I was talking to the camera without recording. Yeah, I decided to cut it off about chest. Waist is plenty high enough, but I'm going to give myself a little bit of room. So yeah, you know, you don't need to see it. You see, I cut them. Okay. Now you don't have to do this, but it's kind of best practices. This is called chamfering. And basically you're kind of putting a little bit of a point on this. You can do this with the axe as well. I did not do that. What this does is it helps stop the wood from mushrooming out when you hit it with a hammer or an axe or an awl or whatever you want to do. And then we'll do the same thing over here. So there you can see that's kind of the finished product there. Well, I smacked my hand with a hatchet there, and you know, accidents happen. Try to be as careful as possible. It's swelling up a little bit though. So I've got pork chop for dinner. It's thawing, but it's still partially frozen. So I'm going to hold that up against it for a minute. It's the only kind of cold thing I have. And then I'll take a little ibuprofen too, because that helps with the swelling. Otherwise, there's not much I could do besides just go ahead and hike out of here. I don't think it's bad enough for me to do that, so no big deal. We'll get through it. Biggest pieces here. went ahead and chopped up another one of these here. So we can kind of squeeze these together. Well, sometimes you got to take it all back apart, and that's okay. And we'll push these close together like this, very close. I should have just done this right from the get-go, but I thought I'd be cute. Okay. See if that made a little difference there. And that is a lot better. It's another arbor knot, Canadian jam knot, whatever you want to call it. Great firewood. It's actually kind of ridiculous how much work that took. Smashed my hand up in the process just to build a fire reflector like that. But, you know, it's fun. I think it turned out pretty well. And, you know, it's just the idea to get out here, have some fun in the woods, and practice some skills. So we got ourselves a fire reflector this camp. Maybe next time we take it a little bit further. I got about an hour and a half of daylight left, so I think it's fire time. Yep, just need a little bit of help there. Sitting here. That's not too bad. That is not too bad at all. Now all I gotta do is hold it in place somehow. Okay. Oh, well. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. Yeah, I'm not even using a light. This is all from the big fire. I got the big fire built back up here. But yeah, I'm gonna let that die down. I'm gonna go ahead and get dinner all prepped up. Go ahead and do a beer. Can you see it? Can you see it? Oktoberfest from Yingling. I may have jumped the gun a little bit on the whole tarp camping thing. I thought it was going to be slightly too cold for that Snug Pack jungle bag that I use that has the screen that keeps the bugs out. Because when it's cold, you know, bugs are really not a problem. However, I've seen a few spiders. So, yeah. We're going to just have to hope for the best. I'm leaving the sleeping bag in my backpack until right before I go to bed. So, wish me luck. Part of what I'm cooking anyway is a little foil meal, and I forgot to bring the foil. Now, before you guys jump on me so fast, keep this in mind. Everybody always tells me you need a list for all of your standardized items. The thing is, I don't cook those foil meals that much. I actually made a last-minute decision. This morning, as I was packing, I decided that I was going to do one of those foil meals. I was going to bring an MRE, which those are cool and they're fun as well. But I kind of wanted to cook. You know, it's a little bit more fun to cook. I will do another MRE soon, but anyway, that's not the point. I usually don't cook with foil like that. So, you know, that's how I forget stuff, is I make last-minute, you know, change-ups, basically. However, past Sam, you know, Sam in the past, decided to put some foil inside of my fire kit. So that's actually excellent. And I don't know how old this foil is. It is super, super old. I'm gonna have to remember to replace it. But yeah. Oh my gosh. Look at that. It feels awfully cheap. Oh, and there's holes in it on top of it. Oh my goodness sakes. Okay, that's all right. We're gonna make it work. We will make it work. It's all good. It's all good. We'll make it work. Butter. Some diced up onions and pepper. Red pepper. 3 small potatoes. That is going to be a full piece of foil there, but that's okay. Some of this is going to fall out, and that is okay. Such an unnecessarily lot of butter. That's all right. That's what we're doing. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing through all the smoke here. We're going to move all the sticks and this kind of stuff over here. So those will continue to burn and make more coals for us. And then we've got all these nice coals here. Actually, let's get that up and out of there. Yeah, nice big old pile of coals here. This is perfect. Boom. I don't know if I have explained this very much on the channel, but when I started YouTube, I was very, very much inspired by those silent bushcraft type of guys. And I started off a channel where I didn't talk and stuff. And I did a handful of videos, and you know, I got rid of that. I started talking, but I always really was like real fascinated with the bushcraft stuff. I never got super great at it. They always used to cook steak on the coals. Joe Robinette used to do this. You know, I used to watch this guy called Bertram Craft and Wilderness, and he would do it. Swedewood's, you know, the list goes on. Like, people cook meat right on the coals, and I was just never quite adventurous enough to try it. But Kevin, he puts hot dogs on the coals, so I don't know, what the heck. I'm gonna try it, man. If I don't like it, I got my potatoes. Man, you can hear that sizzle coming off of there. Okay. It's right there. Whew, that's hot. It is hot. You can barely even touch it. And then the other side, looking like that. Let's see what we're working with. That is not bad. Okay, Moment of truth. Ooh, that's ashy. Well, I think it's done all the way. It's definitely done. It's a very strong charcoal taste. I can handle it. I can handle it. Maybe this is a new thing we'll do. Maybe it'll drive people absolutely insane and they never want to see it again. Ooh. I should do fajitas on the channel again. I don't think I've done fajitas since I went to that party shack. Let me know if you want to see fajitas again. That's good. The real kicker of the situation is I have a fork. And I still use the stick. Ah. And I'm wiping it off with a leaf. That's bushcraft. That's real bushcraft for you. That's bushcraft. Bushcraft paper towel. A leaf. Ah, that's man stuff. So I just grabbed that out of the hole in the foil over there. And that is not done. It's definitely not done. So it's coming along pretty good. What I did was I piled up a bunch of twigs on here, and we're gonna give it like a flash fry. These things won't burn very long. Hopefully this will get us where we need to be in terms of course 2 being finished. A little check-in here. This is the hand I smacked with the axe. Seems to be doing fine. I don't see too much swelling. I think it's perfectly fine. I've got a couple more pieces of firewood here that foil packet is cooling down. I wouldn't mind eating it in front of a nice full fire. So we're just gonna bust up some of these good pieces of dry firewood that I found. Boom. Boom. How's that? Not bad. Yes, sir. Bada boom. Bada bing. How's that? That ain't too bad, huh? That ain't too bad. There we go. Alright, let's go ahead and have a bite without any of this seasoning here. Woof! Man, that fire's pumping all of a sudden. It's pumping out smoke. Oh man. There. How's that looking? Hard to get it to focus on it. Oh man. Peppers are juicy. It's good, man. But it ain't bad. It's good stuff. It is really tasty. It's hard to mess that up. A little garlic in there can go a long way. Ooh, those parts are crunchy. Those are burnt. Oh yeah, so I definitely burnt part of it. but ew. But overall, I would say that's a success. Goodness sakes, let's get that burnt taste out of my mouth. I was a little nervous that it wasn't going to work out when I didn't have the foil, but it makes sense that I pulled it together. After all, I'm Sam Bananas. Get this built up a little bit more. This one's a little too solid. So right here by camp, I got this thing, which is so handy. Yeah, so handy. Boom. Boom. All right, well, get my fire all built back up. This is kind of the part of the night where I call Sam time. I got to make sure that each time I'm out, I take some amount of the time, you know, for me. Otherwise, it turns into nothing but a total job, and you know, that's a good way to lose your passion for something. I do appreciate each and every one of you for watching. I know I say it all the time, and I'm sorry if it sounds like a broken record. I'm going to go ahead and chillax, enjoy this fire for a bit, then I'm going to crawl into bed. Anything crazy happens, I'll definitely let you guys know. Otherwise, I'll check back with you in the morning. Good night, everybody. Bada bing. Oh, so warm. Goodness sakes. Good night. Oh.
Good morning.
All right, everybody, that is camp all back to normal. Everything's torn down, buried up the fire pit, got all my gear packed up, tore down my fire reflector. This is a fun one, you know. This is like stuff that I really enjoy doing. It's good. It's good stuff. I had an absolute blast. I hope you did too. That is another one in the books. I want to say a big thank you to each and every one of you for watching this video. You all make it possible for me to do this. If you liked what you saw and you want to see more, I would greatly appreciate it if you would click that banana. And we're going to catch you on the next one, everybody. Bye. And then this one as well. I am recording, right? Good Lord. Okay. It's definitely done. hopefully this will get us in where we need. I had an absolute blast. I hope you did too. That is another one. Okay, wait, try it again.